From the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas, it's theCUBE, covering HoshoCon 2018. Brought to you by Hosho.
Okay, welcome back everyone. We're here for CUBE's live coverage here in Las Vegas for HoshoCon. This is the first industry conference where the smartest people in security are together talking about blockchain security. That's all they're talking about here. It's a bridge between multiple diverse communities, from developers, white hat hackers, technologists, to business people, all kind of coming together. It's theCUBE's coverage. I'm John Furrier. Next guest, Anand Prakash, who's the founder of AppSecure. He's also the #1 bounty hunter in the world. He's hacked everything you could think of, exchanges, crypto exchanges, Facebook, Twitter, Uber. Welcome to theCUBE, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thank you, John.
So, you've hacked a lot of people, so before we get started, who have you hacked? You've hacked an exchange, exchanges, plural?
Most of the exchanges.
Most of the exchanges?
Yeah. ICOs.
ICOs?
Yeah, and bunch of other MNCs.
Twitter?
Twitter,
Facebook?
Uber, Facebook, Tinder.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. I cannot say the name.
You're the #1 bounty hunter. Just to clarify, you're a white hat hacker, which means you go out and you do a service for companies. And it's well known that Facebook just put bounties out there, so you take them up on their offer.
Yeah, so basically companies say us, hack us and we'll pay you. So we go and try to hack their systems and say this is how we are able to discover a vulnerability, and this is how it can be exploited against your users to steal data, to hack your systems, and then they basically say this is how much we are going to pay you for this exploit.
How did you get into this? I want to get started. How did you get started?
So it started with a simple phishing hack in 2008. It was a Orkut phishing hack, and one of my friends challenged me to hack his Orkut account. And I Googled how to hack Orkut account, and I wasn't having any technical knowledge at that point of time, no coding knowledge, nothing. I just Googled it and found 10 steps, and I followed that 10 steps, created a fake page. I sent it to my friend, and he basically clicked on it and entered his username and password.
He fell for the trap right away.
Yeah.
So quick Google kitty script kind of thing going on there, which is cool. Okay, now you're doing it full time, and it's interesting here. This is the top security conference, so there's big names up there. Andreas was giving a keynote, but I was fascinated by your 2 discussion panels, or sessions. Yesterday you talked about hacking an exchange, and today was about how to hack Facebook, Twitter, and these guys as part of the bounties. This is fascinating because everyone's getting hacked. I mean, you see the numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, $500 million, 60 million here, 10 million, so people are vulnerable, and it's pretty easy. So first question for you is, how easy is it these days, and how hard is it to protect yourself?
So the attacks, the technology is changing, attacks are getting more sophisticated, and hackers are trying newer and newer exploits. So it's good for companies and these crypto exchanges to employ ethical hackers, white hat hackers, and do pen tests and bunch of other stuff to secure their assets. So you can say if a company is not doing security, then it's very easy for external hackers to hack their systems. But if a company is doing good in security, they are already having internal security team, external folks securing their systems, then it's difficult, but it's not that difficult.
All right, let's talk about your talk yesterday about the exchange. Take us through what you talked about there, that got some rave reviews. How did you attack the exchange? What did you learn? Take us through some of the exchanges you've hacked, and how and why and the outcome.
Yeah, so we have been auditing bunch of ICOs and exchanges from past few months, and quite a good number. So what we see is most of them don't have basic security checks in place. So I can log in into anyone's account. They have a password screen on the UI, but I can simply hit the API, and without no authentication or authorization, I can just log in into anyone's account, and then I can get funds out of their system. Very similar to, so one issue which we found in token sale was we were able to see PIA information of all the users, all the passport details and everything, who has done KYC. So there are a lot of information disclosures in the API, and the main thing which we hackers do is we try to test these systems manually instead of going more into an automated kind of approach or running some scanner to figure out such issues. So scanners scanners are obviously good, but they are not that much good in finding out all the logical loopholes.
So you manually go in there, brute force it, kind of thing?
Yeah, not exactly. So
not
we try brute forcing, but our own ways ways of doing things. There are a lot of good bounty hunters or white hat hackers who are better than me and who are doing things. So it becomes more and more sophisticated. We don't know when you get hacked.
So when the bounties are out there, does Facebook just say, hey, go to town, or they give you specific guidance, or they say, go at us, what do you do?
Yeah, so basically they publish some kind of legal documentation around it and some kind of scoping on the targets to hack, and then they basically publish their reward size and everything and the policy and everything around, and then we just go through it, we try to hack it, and then we report it to their team via a channel, and then they fix it, and then they come back to us saying, this is how we fixed it, and this is what the impact was, and this is how much we are going to pay you.
And then they pay you.
Yeah, my yesterday's talk was mainly focused on hacking these ICOs and these crypto exchanges in the past, some of the case studies which we have done in the past, and obviously we cannot disclose customers' name, but we redacted some of the information and showed them how we hacked them.
What should ICOs learn, what should exchanges learn from your experience? What's the walk away for them besides being focused on security? What specifically do you share?
Yeah, to be very frank, I know few of the companies and bunch of companies who don't appreciate white hat hackers at all. So these are ICOs and crypto exchanges. So the first and foremost thing which they should do is, if they are not having any internal, if they are having any internal security team right now, then they should go for a bug bounty program to make sure people like us or people like other white hat hackers go and hack their systems and tell them ethically.
How does someone set that up?
So,
have you helped people do that?
Yeah, so our company does that. We help them setting up a bug bounty program from scratch, and we manage it via third-party platforms, and we invite private, we do it privately, and we invite ethical hackers to hack into their systems ethically, and then we do have agreements with a bunch of them, and that's how they are going to secure.
So how does that work? They call you up on the phone, or they send you an email, they send you a telegram? How do they get in touch with you? They go to the website, they do face-to-face with you, they have to do it electronically? What's the process?
For the bounty hunting?
Yeah, for setting up a bounty program.
Yeah, for setting up a bounty program with our company, we basically get on a Skype call with them. We explain them what is going to be their budget and everything, how good their security team is. And if they are not having any internal security team right now, then we never suggest them going for a bounty program, because they may end up paying huge amount of money. So then we basically sell our pen testing services to them and say, you should go out for a pen testing service first, and then you should go for a bounty program.
Because they could be paying way too much in bounties.
Yeah,
because they don't know what their exposure is. So you do some advisory and consulting, get them set up, help them scale up their security practice, basically.
Yes, their entire security thing.
So what was the questions in the, at the session? What were some of the things that the audience was asking you? Did any good questions come out that you were surprised by or you expected?
No, so for the very first talk, the hacking crypto exchange and all of them were surprised. They thought putting up a two-factor authentication or something like that makes their account secure. But it's not like that. We hack on the APIs. So it's very, very, very super easy for us most of the time.
So the APIs are where the vulnerabilities are?
Yeah.
Mainly. That's
APIs, the URLs.
Yeah. So you guys use cloud computing at all? Do you use extra resources? I saw a bunch of stories out there about quantum computers, and that makes things better on the encryption side. What's your thoughts on all that, hubbub?
Yeah, so mainly we use a normal intercepting proxy to intercept these calls which are going on HTTPS by putting out our own fake SSL certificate and then trusting it. So we try to play into the APIs and then doing stuff. We don't need a big high-end machine to hack into someone else.
So you're doing the wire transmission. So tell me about the conference here. What are some of the hallway conversations you've had? What's your observation? For the folks that could not make it here, what's it like? What's the vibe like? What's it like here?
So they missed a lot of things, and it was first blockchain security conference, and I've been flying from all over to India to just attend this conference. I was here one month back for DEF CON and Black Hat and for some other hacking events.
So you wanted to come here?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of cool people here. I met so many great people.
I planned it out even before DEF CON and Black Hat. I have to go to HoshoCon.
I think this is an important event. I think this is like a new kind of Black Hat, because it's a new culture, new architecture, blockchain's super important, there's a lot of interest,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of immature companies out there that are building fast, and they need to ramp up. And they're getting ICO money, which is like going public.
Yeah.
So it's like being grown up before you're grown up.
Yeah.
And you got to get there faster.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems to be, do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of people are putting money into ICOs, and what if they got hacked, and people don't know about security that much, so it's a big,
So
big issue.
what are you excited about? So now, stepping back from the bounty hunter that you are, as you look at the tech industry, security, and in blockchain in general, what are you most excited about? What are you working
frankly
on?
saying,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to ethically hack more and more exchanges, and I believe none of them should ideally get hacked, but that's it where most of the money is going to be in future, so that's the most interesting thing. Blockchain security is the most
Yeah, and
interesting.
that's where the money is.
Yeah.
The modern day bank robbery
Yeah.
is happening.
Yeah.
Global modern bank robberies.
Yeah.
Andreas is right, by the way. He's talked about that today.
Yeah.
It's not like the old machine gun, give me the teller, give me your cash drawer. No, it's
That was very nice talk.
it's other people from other banks with licenses.
Yeah.
The new bank robbers.
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming on theCUBE, sharing your story, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Great to have you
Thank
on.
you for inviting me.
You're a real big celebrity in the space, and your work's awesome, and love the fact that you're ethically hacking.
Yeah, by the way, I'm not the world's #1 bounty hunter. I'm just
Number 2.
Not number 2, maybe there are a lot
You're
good
up there.
people out there. I'm just learning, and
We'll do a whole special around a Netflix series on the bounty hunter.
yeah, we
Follow
should
you
do
around.
that.
Anand, thanks for coming on, appreciate it.
Thank
Great
you.
to see you.
Good to
All right, more CUBE coverage after this short break. Stay with us here live in HoshoCon, first security conference around blockchain. I'm John Furrier, thanks for watching.